Now, if you're like me, a new gun purchase is the best of the best. But without this, this only becomes a piece of metal and plastic. Having ammunition, not just 1 or 2 boxes, but enough to last you through a tough situation is highly important. Now, what the purpose of this video is all about is to encourage you or to inspire you to go and to buy some ammunition for your firearms. Listen, one of the first things to go in a real crisis situation, which has happened in Katrina, or whether it's some kind of, even at 9/11, all the areas around there, ammunition was bought up. In fact, as soon as the elections were over a few years ago, ammunition became super scarce, and the prices have continued to rise. Now, I personally, and I will have people that ask me, well, how much do you recommend for each gun? Well, I personally, and this is just for me, I personally try to keep around 1,000 rounds of ammunition per caliber. And now, there are some guns that I don't really keep that much. Some of my old bolt action guns, shotguns, a couple of things like that I do. Now, and then there are other things like .22 that I keep many thousand rounds of ammunition. To be honest with you, like my .223, I have quite a bit more than just 1,000 rounds. But for my primary weapons, the minimum should be around 1,000 rounds of ammunition per gun. Again, that's just my recommendation. But you definitely need to have more than just 1 or 2 boxes around. Now, here's some of my stored ammo. I've got it all out on the table. For one thing, which is very important, is to keep it pretty secure. And what I mean by that is you notice they are in military cans, and these things are really reasonable. Much better than any kind of commercial container you can put them in, because they're a really high construction metal. They have removable lids like this, and one of the best features is that they have a rubber seal that runs around the lid, which keeps it fairly waterproof. And this seal, if they ever get dried out, you just keep a little bit of oil or a little grease on them, and it helps to keep these from drying out. They seal up tight, they're stackable, and then also you can pull them out this way, carry them. You also have a carry handle on top, and again, they're pretty cheap. I know at the gun shows usually the 50 cal cans they run about $6. You can find them online, but usually by the time you ship and everything else, or you can go to an Army surplus and find them there as well. You may pay more for them, but I know that at gun shows, a lot of the guys will have stacks of them for $6 a piece. Now, this isn't all my ammo, but this does represent a lot of the different things that I have. Of course, a lot of .223, 7.62, which is AK ammo or SKS, a lot of handgun ammunition, just a lot of different things. Here I have a lot of bandolier sets and ammunition, but these bandoliers are packed. Mosin Nagant or 7.62 by 5.4 shotgun. Then here's my bug out ammo. I've done a previous review with the bug out bag, just a separate deal. But one of the things I want to point out too, because a lot of people say, well, how long will this last in this kind of deal? A lot of this ammo is 20 years old, and I don't have any problems. Of course, they're sealed in these cans. From sunlight and all the different things that could possibly degrade the gunpowder. But one thing I want to show you here, these are reloads, and I have reloaded for many years. In fact, I haven't reloaded lately, and I'm getting ready, hopefully, to start back soon. This is 45 reloaded ammo, and I used this when I was doing a lot of competition shooting. And to be honest with you, if you're going to do competition shooting, it's very expensive, so reloading is the best way to go. These reloads are they're 45 ACP. They're at least 16, 17 years old. Now, I've shot a lot since then, even competition, but I reloaded about 5,000 rounds of 45, and I still have a couple of thousand left over. And these things shoot just as well as they did when I first packed them. 16, 17 years ago, guys. I'm telling you. Pack it up, put it in these cans. Ammo lasts for a long, long time. This ammo originally was stored in somewhat of a building that was somewhat airy, and it would get hot in the summer, cold in the winter, but it didn't really affect this ammo. But you may not have a lot of money to run out and spend. let me tell you one of the strategies that I've used that I build up my ammunition supply. Every time I would go into, let's say, Walmart, every time I'd go to a gun show, I'd pick up a 1 or 2 boxes here or there. Before long, you look back and you go, wow, I've accumulated a pretty decent stock of ammunition. Now what I do is, and I still do that, that's part of my practice, but sometimes there's a long gap in between shows, or maybe Walmart's out of the calibers that I want, or I want a little more premium ammunition because they are limited in their the different calibers and whatnot. But I've been ordering ammunition. In fact, I just got an order in from HPR, which is a U.S. manufacturer. And when you are ordering online, and let me just say this, you need to order a good quantity, like maybe a case, 1,000 rounds, or even 500 rounds, to save on your shipping. Once you do that, it becomes more affordable. But get your ammunition supplies, because again, this is not any good without this. Now, here's a recent purchase that I made from HPR, which is out of Arizona. And, you know, I'm replenishing my ammo now with different sources. And one of the things I really like about HPR is that they're in Arizona. They're using all USA components. Okay, here's the invoice from Scottsdale Ammo, and which I paid for. I really like their ammunition. And one of the things that you need to be careful of too, especially with buying foreign made ammunition, steel cased and stuff like that. The AKs they work fine in, and the Glocks, and so, but you know, really, I think the steel case stuff is going to be hard on your guns in the long run. I really like brass much better. This is all 223. Most of this is pistol ammunition. I did get a few boxes that I'm going to be doing a lot of testing on, so watch for that. One of the things, though, recently I found that I had purchased some ammunition a few years ago, and the accuracy was so far off. And it was ammunition made in China, and the accuracy was so far off. I thought there was something wrong with my gun, and then I ended up shooting some other ammunition and found out that it was the ammo. So you need to know the ammo that you're buying. Don't just buy the cheapest stuff you can find. I know it's a good deal and all that, but I'm going to tell you what, you better get out there and test your accuracy before you start buying a lot of it, because you're going to find yourself with a lot of ammunition that just goes bang but really doesn't hit the target. Now, down in the comments below, I love to hear feedback from you guys. So if you have any recommendations on how much ammo you try to store, what's your goal as far as storing ammunition, please leave it down below. A lot of people go through the comments and read it, and it helps them to decide what they want to do as far as what a general consensus is. It's really important. So please leave your comments below. Buy your ammunition slowly but surely, and before long you'll have a nice stock to be able to shoot whenever you want to, but also have some back just in case. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. But without this, whatever.